after a very good night's rest in Rhodes very early in the morning. We were out of there by 7 and it was still pretty cool. So we headed north out of Rhodes on a small track through a beautiful basin before climbing up Carlisle's Hooks Pass. And then we headed up along the slope to Tiffindale. At Tiffindale, we turned right towards Tennerhead Lodge and Spa on very rough track that hugs the Lesotho border with incredible views looking one side at Lesotho and just turning around and looking at the other side on the South African side.
And we had one or two scary moments along that road when we were riding along and a rock bumped up and hit or bashed plate on the bike where the ECU's mounted and actually killed the motor. But fortunately, after the break, it started up fine again. Carried on, and another stage, one of the panniers, the bags that stick out on the side of the bike, caught a rock as we were riding along and ripped us a bit, but luckily it didn't actually break. I think it damaged it a little bit, but it didn't break.
Headed back past Tiffindale. We would have done another pass there, but it was closed, and headed down Volunteers Hook Pass, which is, I think, one of the longer passes that we did in terms of meters. Very rough going. Also had to get off the bike at a few steps downhill, about halfway down the hill or just less than halfway. The back brake failed from overheating.
Yeah, and then we just went super slowly down the rest of it, still a bit hairy, but then on the front brake, and then towards the bottom the front brake stopped working, but luckily by that time the back brake had cooled down enough to start working again. And from there it was a very picturesque, beautiful ride through these very remote farms. There's no signal, very old school looking farms, through Berkeley East, and then through a short thunder shower, quite a hectic one, on to where we're staying that night, which is just above the Berkeley Pass.